What's up, guys? It's Diego from SGN, and I'm here to talk a little bit about Dustin Poirier possibly getting a title shot against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Now, obviously, Dustin Poirier put on a tremendous performance of the day against Justin Gaethe, and him and Eddie Alvarez are head-to-head in terms of who is the most brutal fighter in the UFC. Obviously, Eddie Alvarez is the self-proclaimed most violent fighter in the UFC, but I think that Dustin Poirier will give him a run for his money, especially because when they fought, like a year ago, Dustin Poirier was beating him down. I mean, it ended in controversy because I think it was Eddie Alvarez claimed he got hit by an illegal knee, but there was definitely nothing illegal there. So Poirier deserved the win, and it was a shame the way it ended because I don't think he gets quite as much credit as he deserves for that win. But if they fight again, I think we will see who really deserves that title shot, depending on how long it takes for Tony Ferguson to get rehabbed, how long it takes for him to come back, and whether or not Conor McGregor can really settle all the possible lawsuits that are coming his way outside of court. If he can settle them outside of court, it'll take a lot less time for him to come back, and it'll definitely be a lot less hassle for everybody. I think the UFC would want that, so they might be pushing the fighters involved to sort of, help Conor out in terms of, settling outside of court, not having them take this to the legal system. I think that might be a factor there. If Conor McGregor comes back fast, obviously he's going to be the number one contender regardless. The UFC is going to push him immediately. And if Tony's there, even though Dana White said he doesn't want to he doesn't ever want to match up Tony and Khabib again, I don't think that's the case because you can't not match them together. They are the two best guys in that division and two of the best guys in the world. So I think you can't deny that matchup to the fans. If they are both available, you kind of have to make it and just hope it doesn't fall through. Now, if Conor McGregor and Tony are out for a long time, the rumor is that Khabib doesn't want to fight until November. I don't know how true that is, but it seems like it's probably going to be the case. He has talked about Madison Square Garden, and I think that card is in November. Traditionally, it seems to be in November. I'm not 100% sure, but that's probably going to be the case. I don't see them using Madison Square Garden in the big July card because that's always in Las Vegas. That's always the home of the UFC. So I think Madison Square Garden will be more towards the end of the year. And Khabib has been talking about he wants to fight on that card. So if it is going to be that late, and I don't think that Dustin Poirier is going to want to wait that long. Yes, obviously, you probably want to wait for a title shot, but there's always that matchup with Eddie Alvarez, that fight that just unfortunately ended that way. I think that would be one hell of a fight. You saw what both dudes did against Justin Gaethe. Both dudes looked like absolute savages. Put them against each other. Winner of that is the 100% the most brutal fighter in the UFC, except for maybe Tony Ferguson. That's still up for grabs as well. Put them together and just watch the fucking numbers come in. Watch the sale, not really the sales because they can't be a pay-per-view, but maybe put them on a fight night or something like that, or make them like the co-main event of a pay-per-view, and just watch how many people are going to watch that fight. Watch the numbers come in. Just watch how amazing that fight will be. Fight of the night, without a doubt. Fight of the year, very possible. Anything with Justin Gaethje has a chance of being in that, of winning the fight of the year, but I think that Eddie Alvarez, Dustin Poirier 2 is going to be one hell of a fucking fight. Winner of that would definitely deserve the title shot. I think that from a stylistic point of view, Dustin Poirier definitely has a chance. So does Eddie Alvarez. But Dustin Poirier, on the feet, is light years better than Khabib Nurmagomedov because he can brawl, but he can also outstrike you with just pure technique. He's very, very good. He's gotten so much better since he went up to 155. At 145, he was a very good fighter. He was definitely above average. He was one of the top 10 guys. But I think at 155, with the fact that he's not as trained as he was at 145, he has a lot more cardio. He has a better chin, even though Michael Johnson did knock him out, a couple years ago. That there's something to take into consideration from his chin point of view. But I definitely think that he still has improved from a chin point of view as well. He's still very, very solid. He's very well-rounded as well. I think that Khabib would have a pretty hard time taking him down. Obviously, Khabib is probably the best wrestler we've ever seen in mixed martial arts. But Dustin Poirier would make it very, very rough for him, especially as the fight goes on. We saw Khabib get kind of tired against Iaquinta, and if that happens against Poirier, that's going to be a very, very big problem because Poirier does not let up. He's a savage, and that would be just one hell of a fight. Eddie Alvarez, he gets a lot of credit. He gets, I think, overvalued in terms of his wrestling. People really think he's this amazing wrestler, but if you look at what he's done over the years, he doesn't really use his wrestling offensively, and when he does, it's not really that successful. Like even against Anthony Pettis, who pretty much everybody nowadays is able to take down and just hold him there and beat him up. Eddie Alvarez wasn't really able to do that. He would put him against the cage, but other than that, he wasn't really doing much to him in terms of grappling. So I don't think he's a great offensive wrestler, but he's good at definitely using it when it's necessary and holding people in place. I think against Khabib, that wrestling would come in as a big factor if he can hold off the takedowns, and he definitely could. I would say first round, he's probably going to be taken down and beat up quite a bit, but the grit the guy has, the fact that there's really no quit in him, would definitely help him survive. I think if Iaquinta can survive like that, then definitely Eddie Alvarez can, because Eddie Alvarez is kind of like just a better A La Quinta. So I think that it would definitely be a very fun fight to watch, and I can understand why there's a lot of fans clamoring to see that fight. I definitely am interested, but if I would rather if I had to choose between Poirier or Eddie Alvarez right now, I would give it to Poirier, with my preferable option being having them fight to see who is the #1 contender, apart from obviously Ferguson and Conor. Winner gets the title shot. Alright guys, that is it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. That way you can see more content of this genre. I'm going to be putting out a video very, very soon about Justin Gaethe. I mean, what hell of a fight he put on the other day. So I want to talk about him and really break down like what he can do with his style. Can he reach the title shot or not? I want to talk about that, so definitely check that out. Definitely let me know in the comments section down below who you want to see fight for the title, if not Conor McGregor and Ferguson. Like, who do you prefer, Dustin Poirier or Eddie Alvarez, and do you want to see them fight again? Is that something that interests you? Definitely let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.